action! What's up guys, this is Chad at All Dogs Off-Road, and today we're going to be doing a simple upgrade for a 6th gen 4Runner. What we have sitting right here are some prototype Perry parts bump stops, both front and rear. This is a new 3rd generation design that Perry Parts hasn't released yet. They were kind enough to send these out for us to do a test fit on and then put them through their paces. Perry Parts does a 3D printed design, and we've run these style bump stops from them on several of our vehicles for I think almost a couple years now, and they're fantastic. I had them on my Frontier, and I'm excited to have them on the 4Runner. His 3rd generation design is different. He's using geometric shapes now, whereas before they were just kind of smooth like a normal bump stop. And that's supposed to give you some interesting damping characteristics, are my understanding. A lot of you guys may not be aware of this, but there are no provisions for bump stops on, I'm not sure if it's all of the 6th gen 4Runners, but a majority of them, including this SR5 here. But something cool that you can do is you can buy these bump stop towers directly from Toyota, and these are for an LC250, which is essentially the same chassis. We'll read you the part numbers here, or we'll put them in the description, but there is a left and a right hand side, so you'll need to make sure to get those from your local Toyota dealer. And then also the mounting bolts. I don't know the thread pitch and diameter. I'm guessing they're like a 10 by 1.5. But they were pretty inexpensive at our Toyota dealership, so we just bought the bolts too rather than going to a hardware store. We're gonna throw these bad boys on today. We're gonna show you how, so let's get to it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get the 4Runner up in the air. We're gonna take the tires off front and rear. It's just gonna make working on it a lot easier. If you were to maybe squeeze, you might be able to do this without lifting or taking tires off, but for the sake of simplicity, we're just gonna do it. So up in the air, tires off, and then we will start throwing things on. So the rear is crazy easy. Your factory bump stop right here, which is just an itty bitty little guy and very, very hard rubber, is held on by 2 12mm bolts. And so all you're gonna do is remove your 12mm bolts and just swap the old for the new. Oh, my bad, I lied. It's 3 bolts. I thought that bracket was separate, but it is not. Okie doke. So now you'll take your new bump stop and put it in place. There is an orientation, so you'll see that there's a more rounded edge and then there's a less rounded edge. Your more rounded edge wants to point out toward the tire. Otherwise, if you were to install it this way, you would probably be coming really close to interfering with your factory coil springs. So make sure you're oriented, rounded, face out, and then you're good to go. And then get your bolts nice and snug. We're not going to torque them to spec because they're bump stops, whatever. And for the size of the bolt, I'm guessing it's like 30-something foot-pounds. So that is one side done. Nice and easy. We'll go do the other side, and then we'll move to the front, which will be the fun part. Good to go. So now we'll go do the front, which will be the interesting part. So a lot of these new 4Runners, maybe all of them, I don't know, there is no bump stop tower provision for a bump stop. So you'll see there's nowhere to put it. On the LC250s, a bump stop tower is included and it mounts with 3 bolts. So there's 1, 2, and then 1 through that goes through the back here. These will actually mount to a 6th gen 4Runner. You have your mounting provisions here. 2 are hidden by some plastic plugs that we're going to take out, and then you have your 3rd right here. So essentially this is going to go in and mount like such. From there, you'll be able to install a bump stop. So we are gonna rip those little plastic plugs out and then get everything in place. Bye. Easy peasy. I got a ratchet already. It's a 14 mil. 14. So we have those 2 loosely in place. I'm probably gonna go in and get the back one now too, just because that one's gonna be a challenge. So if you get out of the vehicle, you got plenty of room to work to get that last bolt into place. Yep. Yay! With Kyle's assistance, we've got the bump stop tower in place. They're 14 millimeter and very easy. I was worried that the underside would be hard to get to, but if you have the vehicle up in the air, or even if you don't, if you have enough room to crawl under, there's plenty of room for a ratchet here. So very easy to do, but you have it solidly mounted, and then it's time to add your bump stop. So you just take it and thread it in, if you can catch the threads. There we go. And that's it. So that's one side done. And now you've got a bump stop where you didn't. I don't know what to say. It was too easy. So that really was it. I mean, 6 bolts to add your bump stop towers. Add your front bump stops. Rear bump stops were, 6 bolts too, but you only reused 2. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but 12 millimeter bolts in the rear. These are 14 millimeter bolts up front, and stupid easy upgrade. So we do sell Perry Parts bump stops on our website. We got all the Frontier ones on right now. I think we have the 4th gen Tacoma. I'm not sure that we were holding off on the 6th gen 4Runner stuff until we could test fit this. We probably won't sell the OEM hardware, like the towers and the bolts. We'll put the part numbers in the description on this video, but just go grab those from your local Toyota dealer if you're planning on doing fronts. The rears, you don't need any extra parts to do those, so if you were just gonna upgrade the rears, I think those might be on our website already, but if they're not, they will be by the time this video airs. If you guys are doing any sort of off-roading, I think that this is probably, I'd almost borderline on say that this is a must-do. There isn't really a bump stop provision, especially on the front suspension. This will be a nice to have, especially as we start to get into the spring and summer months when we'll actually start going off-roading. Kyle came in when he was assisting. He told me to not forget to mention that these bump stop towers would not work with a TRD Pro, but I don't think, those are already pretty well set up from the factory, so I don't know that you would be doing something like this on a TRD Pro. This is probably more specific to the SR5s or the TRD Sports or TRD Off-Roads. Stupidly easy. So we're confused. I don't know what to do right now. But I guess we'll throw tires on, go take it for some test driving, and we'll keep you updated down the road. We'll probably post this upgrade or a write-up or how-to on the forums and some of the Facebook user groups. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I know our channel is predominantly Nissan oriented. We will have some Nissan videos coming out soon, I promise, guys. So stay tuned and we'll keep making content for you guys.